Thank
So
you.
I'm watching Rich Paul, who is LeBron's agent, who's also yeah. It is comedy. Yeah. Before we even jump into it, it's straight comedy. So LeBron's agent, Rich Paul, gets on the Gilbert Arenas podcast and starts talking about how LeBron's the GOAT. So, and also he added in some little spice on how Michael Jordan really wasn't challenged or given feedback on by anyone but one analyst at the time who worked for NBC Sports. And then he also stated that who was Michael Jordan compared to? LeBron was compared to Mike from day one.
Mm-hmm.
We'll jump in and we're gonna slice and dice all that up. But what are your thoughts on who's the GOAT and why?
I'm an older school. I'm an old school person, I feel like, and I get in heated arguments with my friends all the time about this. And I'll go on record and say Michael Jordan is my GOAT. I always get pressed on that I've never seen Michael Jordan play live and all this stuff and LeBron's statistics and everything. But to me, the biggest game is the finals. And when you're perfect in the finals and the biggest basketball player, in my opinion, of all time, your sneakers are still being worn by kids today. And
To this day, as they say, to this day. Go ahead.
yes,
To this day.
as the Bronze Bomber said, Deontay Wilder. I don't know. Everything about Michael Jordan just, in my opinion, says the GOAT. I think his mentality, I feel like he's got like Kobe's mentality mixed with LeBron's championship runs. And I don't know. You could say the competition wasn't there, but it's hard to dispute something when we've never seen it the other way.
You know, I just think that as you're a person that tries to do certain things and gain success for the cards. It's no different for us in our lives or anybody else's out here. You always gonna have some people that's saying some stuff, you know.
Of course.
But the rubber meets the road with when you build a resume of success and you do certain things that have never been done before. But I expected nothing else. Rich Paul, I don't expect for him to get on the show and say, "Well, you know, Mike is the GOAT," and LeBron James has really placed him. His affiliation with LeBron has placed him where he is. So I thought it was straight comedy to me. To me, it was like it was almost like stand up. It was almost like somebody got on stage with a microphone and started talking about the GOATness of the NBA. And so, Rich Paul, you know, salute to you, bro. But I mean, nobody's buying that. And for him to say that who was Michael Jordan compared to, as if there was no history of basketball before Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I saw your post before I hopped on the podcast, and one of my PC guys, of course, Dr. J, another pioneer of basketball. How can you not bring him up in the conversation? I don't know. I feel like the GOAT argument is tough though, because these guys are cemented in history and all brought their own unique version of basketball to us. And it sucks that we have to debate this and how polarizing this is. But yeah, I'm going to take the 6-for-6 championships any day of the week. Yeah, I think a much better defender as well.
So the Sport News put this up years ago.
What's that? The next Dr. J.
Dr. J. This is Mike second, third year. I'm just gonna go out there on a limb and on a tall tree with a short limb and say Rich Paul never saw this cover. Doesn't know anything about it.
See, I can understand where he's coming from, because with the presence of like social media and how instantly like news gets passed on to people nowadays, like it's impossible for every single LeBron's move not to be in the spotlight, where he's crucified, it seems like 24/7, and he's being talked about all the time. But I feel like even if social media was around for Michael Jordan, I don't think he'd be as much of like a talking point or want to be out there as much, because he seemed like kind of more of a private guy. And who knows, with cameras around or Twitter, we don't know. But I don't know. He doesn't seem like as outspoken, I would say, as LeBron.
Yeah, he is more of a private guy. It's interesting though. You know, I wonder is when LeBron retires, how much longer will this conversation take place? I wonder that as well. I mean, it's good for ratings, maybe TV, maybe viewership while you're still playing. But at the end of the day, I don't know. Philly, were you impressed when LeBron broke Kareem's record? Did that excite you?
I mean, that's 100% impressive, but
were you excited? Were you charged up? Were you like, yeah, no?
Nah, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady, in my opinion, where Peyton Manning has all the regular season stats and all that stuff that, in my opinion, I'll take the playoff record from Tom Brady and all those records compared to regular season. But I mean, that's super impressive that he did that, but I don't know.